Previously on Riddim Plays Destiny. At freaking last, I'm leveling up to freaking max light level. It's taken a while. Some people's done it a long time ago. That's fine. Congratulations. Great. For me, it's an achievement, as with anything else. So, been farming 3 of coins. Been trying to get exotic gauntlets for the longest time. Didn't get it until I actually went on the Dreadnought. The Dreadnought. Right, okay, here we go. Decrypt that shit. Come on. Yeah, whatever it is going to be 335. I know that for sure. Yeah, there it is. Okay. That's 329. I don't really mind. Sunbreakers are cool for me. Impossible machines, I'm not really too fussed. So I'm gonna infuse that shit. Okay, right. Let's do it. Yeah. Come on now. Yeah. 335. The eagle has landed. Yep, maxed. Let's have a look here. Yep. Beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. We're gonna rock down to the Tower Avenue and then we take it higher. Greetings one and all, this is Riddim and welcome to my channel. Well, I'm on the menu screen purposely to basically show you 3 different emblems that I have in my possession at the moment. Now, this is more or less an introduction to a little mini series called Riddim's Moment of Triumph Quest. If you don't know what that is, I'm going to explain as I get into the game. But I wanted to basically show you the 3 emblems and their relevance to me. Now, this one is basically the refer a friend emblem, where you have to more or less play with someone who has played the Taken King less than a week. Now, the rewards for the quest, A Tale of 2 Guardians, which will be issued from the speaker. The rewards, I think there's around 6. You get a couple of emotes, you get an exclusive legendary weapon, you get a sparrow as well. I've done most of them, but I've got the daily heroic mission to get the emotes, and I think I've got one more to do. So that is basically the relevance of that emblem. Now, the second one, which is down here for my Titan, which is basically the year 2 Moment of Triumph emblem, which there are this is one of 2. You will be eligible to claim 2 shaders and 2 emblems in completing the Book of Triumphs, whatever the book is called. But what the Moment of Triumph is basically a pre-expansion completion quest. That's the best way I can describe it. And the thing about this year's one is that you don't really have to complete them all to get a shader. This is more or less the shader, well, not the shader, this is more or less the emblem that you get if you complete around half of the quests. My allegiance is with this one right here, the one in the middle, right there. And the reason why I pledge allegiance to this one is because this is the first Moment of Triumph where you have to complete, how many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you have to complete 10. You have to complete 10 quests in order to get that emblem, which is the year 1. So if you haven't got this emblem, you won't get it because it was for those who played from year 1. So there's a little candle in my heart burning for this emblem because it basically shows that I'm year 1. This one's not too bad, you know, I like the shader for that, but let's go into the game anyway. Okay, we are in orbit. I'm in orbit in 0 gravity. I don't have to go to the tower to explain this. But anyway, when you go into the tower, you will receive a notification from the postmaster to collect a book. Now, as I go into my character and go into my inventory, you will see the book located in the top left hand corner, which is this, Moments of Triumph. Now when you go into the Moments of Triumph, it will give you the list of rewards, which, as I said before, it's 2 shaders and 2 emblems. And this one is Caelestis, and this one is Shield of the Traveler, which I've already achieved. Now, as you move further on in your progress, you have 5 ranks to more or less pass. And when you reach rank 4, you will get this shader, which will look like this. Which, to be honest with you, I'm not feeling that. It all depends on the outfit that you basically wear and the amount of color on the trim. You know what I mean? It's just a case of trial and error depending on which outfits you really want to be blinging in. And last but by no means least is Hear the Call. This is the one, this is the emblem that you get for completing everything. Okay? Now, I've got this shader and I've actually equipped it, so this is how I'm looking, which is not bad, but if I wanted to have a complete look, I would go into my Dark Orbit getup, swap that, go into my Dark Orbit Warlock Bond, come on, and rock that. Look at that, totally decked out in Dead Orbit gear, minus the gun, Grasp of Malok. But who's splitting hairs, eh? So that's me rocking the whole Dead Orbit thing, but I have to be 335 in it now because it took me a long time to get. So there it is. I'm 335 in it. Right, so let's go back into the inventory and go back into the book. Okay. Right. Right, so we're going to turn the page. As you can see, I'm on rank 3. Turn the page. And there are 8 challenges. 8 quests, if you like, to complete. And before we go into the Moments of Triumph, which I haven't completed, I'm going to run through the ones which I have completed. Now, the first one is a Blade Reborn, which is to complete any of the exotic sword quests from Shaxx. Now, how you do that is simply this. You go to Shaxx, where he has 3 swords for sale. I think they are 25 legendary marks. I forgot the currency, but it's 25 of them anyway. But once you've purchased one of those swords, you perk it up to the rafters. So you just fully perk up the sword, and then you go back to Shaxx, where he will give you a quest. And the quest is to specifically go to a particular planet depending on the sword you get. So whether it be a Void, Solar, or Arc, the mission will be relative to that specific sword. So you go to a planet and you perform the abilities that's matched with the damage. So if it's a solar sword, you got to inflict solar damage, solar abilities, and also you have to gather materials. So I think it's around 50 materials you have to gather up, and you have to perform 1,000 kills at the last count, which can be a pain in the ass. It can be really boring, but I had no problem doing it. You can knock out that mission in around a couple of hours if you choose to do so, or you can break them up in little bite-sized chunks. It's completely up to you, but I just done them in full chunks of around an hour or so. You go back to Shaxx, where he will tell you to just sit on your ass and wait until the next arms day. Then go to him on the next arms day. He will give you another quest to the Sunless Cell, where you have to more or less kill a specific knight and the dark blade within 30 seconds of each other. Sounds very simple, but it's not, because it has to be a lot of coordination, and the mission itself is a match-made mission. So unless you've got two friends, you're going to be matched up with two randoms who are on the same mission as you, and you don't know, if they're not mic'd up, you don't even know what knights they have to basically kill. And you might run the risk of them just not giving two fucks about what your mission is, and them doing what they need to do, kill their knight and kill the dark blade, and they get the sword they want to get and fucks off and departs and leaves you. That's the risk you tend to run. But I learned to do it with friends and people who are doing the same mission, or if it's random, just basically link them up in the party chat so we can establish what we need to do. And sometimes you can actually get 3 different knights to kill and kill the dark blade within 30 seconds. It is possible that all 3 of us can do 3 separate missions within the same mission, but you have to coordinate and communicate. It's the only way to be done. If you're just going in there with 2 randoms and they're not saying shit, you're going to get frustrated. I'm telling you that for free. But I've done all 3 swords, got all 3 swords, all 3 bounties done with that, and I pretty much enjoyed it. So for some people, they just don't like that level of grinding, but I don't mind it. Okay, the next thing is the Plays the Thing, which is complete the Taken King main quest line culminating in Regicide. Part of a story mission, you just complete that. That's it, done. Done that. Return to the Reef, complete the April quest at the gate, and return to the prison. Storyline quest. What more can I tell you? Piece of piss. Challenge of the Elders, complete an Elders Sigil scorecard in the Prison of Elders. One of my favorite modes in the game, I have to say. It really, really is. I've played with a few friends that thought it was a bit daunting to begin with, but they're really enjoying it now, and I'm glad, you know what I mean? Because now they get what they need to basically do. They're more familiar with the map, and they're more familiar with the enemies, they're more familiar with the spawn points, they're more familiar with, you know, the actual technique that is basically used, and, you know, the amount of points that needs to be gotten within round 1, 2, and 3. Do you know what I mean? So it's all good. It's a pleasure to know and to feel that people are getting how they need to basically play Challenge of the Elders. And also, last but not least, is equipped a fully leveled year 2 subclass on any character. So if you are trying to level up a subclass on your character and it still needs leveling up, but you've got the other 1 or 2 leveled up, you just swap them over and boom, that's done. That quest is done. And those are all the quests that I have completed thus far. And I think once you complete like around 4 of them, you're more or less halfway there. So you will get the first shader and the first emblem. But this is where it gets tricky, because the rest, obviously, I haven't done, but it's pretty hard. They are pretty hard. For some people, they've already done it. They've done the whole lot, so they don't have anything to do. But for me, there's 3 that I haven't done. Collect all 50 calcified fragments. I have 45. The other 5 are in the raid. So with that, and also the sword logic, which is defeat Oryx in the King's Fall raid on hard difficulty, I'm at Golgoroth. I can't move further than Golgoroth. Whether it be the rest of my clan has got other things to do, or they just find it insurmountable, I don't know. But I always get stuck at that point, and I really want to do it, you know. And also, This Is Amazing, which is the quest that I'm currently on at the minute. This is one of the most longest Crucible quests I've ever played, but it's fun to play. So I'm going to be featuring the This Is Amazing milestone as part of the series. And I will only feature the games that feature the unlock, because with some games, with some quests, you have to play a whole heap of matches to unlock. I'm not going to bore you with those details. I'm actually going to play and feature and upload the game that contains the unlock within it. So it's just going to be one game, one match. Okay? So that's what I'm going to do in that. With the King's Fall raid, I don't know how I'm going to drop that as yet, but I will just basically just, you know, put some highlights in there. I'm not going to put the full raid. Nah. And the 50 calcified fragments, that's all going to be incorporated within the King's 4 raid. So basically, that is more or less it. That's going to be my Moments of Triumph quest. I hope that you can join me, and I hope that you enjoy the content that's going to be featured within that. So is with that, I'm going to bid you guys adieu. Thanks for watching thus far. If you've stuck with me through this video, I really appreciate it. And as always, you don't know the coup, whatever the game, media, platform, genre, format. Happy gaming, because that's what it's truly about, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brothers and sisters. And until I catch you on the next one, please stay blessed. My God.